What happened? Yeah. Oh, sound is not there.
Krishna. So our body is not completely spiritual, but Guru's body is spiritualized completely. To be made of stone or wood. And considering the Guru's body to be ordinary, like your body or my body, no. Guru's senses are never used for Maya's activities. They are used only in Krishna's activities. Therefore, his subtle body is completely sanctified because he never uses the gross body or subtle body for Maya's activities. So Guru's body is called spiritual because of that. Our body sometimes is engaging in Maya, sometimes in Krishna. So our body is not completely spiritual, but Guru's body is spiritualized completely. And Vaishnava Jati Buddhi, calling the Vaishnavas that he is American Vaishnava, he is Australian Vaishnava, he is a low caste Shudra Vaishnava, he is a Brahmana Vaishnava. That's also offensive, he says. Vishnurva Vaishnavanam Kalimala Matane Padatirtham Buddhi. The foot wash of Vishnu or the devotees is very sacred. One should not just drink it like a nice juice. Saranamrita is very nice. Give me 4 glasses. One should take little Saranamrita and very prayerfully accept it. Sri Vishnu Namni Mantre Sakala Kalushe Shabde Samanya Buddhi. Considering the holy name of the Lord to be ordinary sound. That is also offense. Vishnu Sarveshwareshe Taditara Samadhir Yasyava Naraki Saha. Lord Vishnu, who is Sarveshwareshware, which means he is a chief of all the devatas, considering to be ordinary and equal to all devatas. That is a hellish mentality to think like that. Considering the Prime Minister to be equal to the Mukhya Mantris. It's like that. That he says. So this is a verse for rising above mundane vision and seeing with a spiritual vision. So we have completed up to this. So tomorrow when we come, we will go to the 4th one. And with more examples, we will see tomorrow. Now let us take some questions if we have any questions. Is it a question this one? Okay. Prashant from Kanpur is asking, we told that Prabhupada transformed hippies, but if we encounter such students in hostel or engaged in forcing that, then what should we do? No, we are not qualified to preach to them. It's very difficult to see a spark of Krishna in them, and we may also get degraded when we associate with them. Uttamadhikaris like Prabhupada, they can deliver very, very fallen people also. In our stage, we are a little careful. Maybe if you want to give him a book, you can give a book. But you have to be careful. Otherwise, we ourselves have some sinful mentalities lingering in our heart, and that may match with theirs, and we may get degraded also. Mukesh Rajpurohit Prabhu is asking, what is the best way to preach a less intelligent person in spirituality? Prasad is the best thing. First you give him prasadam. After he eats prasad for some time, give him coming back and such books of Prabhupada. And then you can invite him for chanting and dancing in kirtans. And he can be given dramas to watch, spiritual dramas. So let him watch skits, let him participate in kirtan and prasadam, and some books you can give him to read. If he reads a little and takes more interest and does Datta Jigyasa, then you can bring him for the classes. Narayan Prabhu is asking, Pune, was the decision of suicide of Chota Haridas right? Actually, Prabhupada says that that was a very special case, unique case. And even after, although he left his body, he became a Gandharva. And he was always coming and singing for the pleasure of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And in Prabhupada, when he says that the Vaishnava should never commit suicide. Rather, a Vaishnava should try to repent for his sinful actions and then be remorseful and then perform penances like chanting more rounds, more reading and serving a Vaishnava, and this way advancing in spiritual life. Ajay Kumar Prabhu is asking from Chennai, I don't want to offend the devotees, but somehow it is happening. After this I am thinking, why did I do this one? I want to get rid of it, but not able to execute when this type of aggravating situation is coming. Please help me. What I should do from my side? Tried not to offend, but failed each time. Okay. So you write down your emotional diary. Which all devotees you offended and what was the context? Like for example, say I am very much upset with people who are hypocritical in behavior or sentimental in behavior, or devotees who speak lies, who suppress the truth, or people who always forget things which you tell them, like that. or people, who commit blunder after blunder. So these are some 4 or 5 examples I told you. So I wrote a diary. That these are the people, these are the names of the devotees, and this devotee became forgetful, he did blunder, he did hypocritical. I wrote down. So it's very helpful to write a diary like that. This is the person, this is the thing he did, and I became overthrown by anger, and I couldn't control my anger, I lost my temper. So later on I decided that I will not handle these type of cases, and I will have other people to handle them. I hand over to my superior or somebody like that to handle. And when I didn't handle these people for a while, my mind became more calm, cool, collected. Because I don't have to handle something which is beyond me. Like sometimes some machines cannot handle 10,000 volts. You take it, you'll get a big shock. You can't handle it. So you handle what you can, and then you will feel that you become more peaceful. So, and we don't have to do everything ourselves. We have our superiors to take help. That's one immediate solution I'm telling you. Another thing, we may be sometimes having certain mentalities like fruity mentality. We may want things to be done very quickly, and we may want things to be done our way, and we may have unrealistic expectations, and there are many faults in us, due to which, some faults in them I told you, now I'm telling some faults in ourselves also, due to which we lose our temper. So you can go through www.royal.radheshamdas.com. In that you will find anger management is there. You can go through that. PPT as well as the video lecture. So the anger management will give you many solutions on how to not suppress anger or express anger, but sublimate anger. Okay, Suraj Prabhu from Pune is asking. Actually, we stay and we stay 3 roommates in one house, including me. I had a question that this lockdown, we need to make food for ourselves, but trying to be a devotee. I want to avoid onion and garlic in our food, but can't do so. What shall I do? So, when you're cooking for all the 3, you can keep aside before putting onion and garlic. Onion and garlic can be fried separately by those people. And before they mix it with the sabji or with sambar or anything, you can request them, because I don't take this, please kindly take it out, Prabhu. So you can take it out. And that you can offer to the Lord and you can take it. And when we were in IIT hostel in Bombay days, we made friendship with the cook. The early days, and we told him to keep aside sabji, dal, everything for us. He did also for about 2-3 months. After that, we started cooking ourselves. But what I am telling you is, it's possible if you make a arrangement plan. It's possible. And Nilesh was asking, when I try to preach my family members, tenants, few accepted for chanting, but because my supposing nature to maintain their bhakti every day, they feel like a little awkward. But if I don't keep touch, they skip chanting. What I should do? So you get supervision, frequency can be reduced. Instead of every day or every other day, you can check them once in a week. Even if they go down, no problem. Actually, even if they don't, see, they are not chanting steadily because knowledge has not yet arisen. First, to give them knowledge, especially for educated people. If you give them knowledge, once they become awakened in the basic knowledge, they will start chanting 1 or 2 rounds regularly. Sometimes when they do intolerable act, injustice with me, I get furious or angry on them. So this I lose relationship with new devotees as my neighbor family members. So actually I can't tolerate beyond certain capacity. So you can hear this Prerana lectures, tit for tat or tolerate that. That is one lecture, and also anger management I told you just now. Both you can hear. Anger management will teach you to become a little more patient, and tit for tat will teach you how to deal with people who create a tough situation for us. Both. Mankena Santosh Prabhu from Kukatpally, Hyderabad is asking, then how to confirm that the answers given by our inner self while doing service is right or wrong? Actually, our inner self means sometimes we hear from our own senses, from our mind, from our intelligence, and from the super soul also. So now the super soul's sound is clouded by mind and intelligence and senses. So it's better for us to confirm from our seniors whenever we have a doubt. That's the safest thing. Aditya Prabhu is asking Pune, if any one of my friends is disturbed and not able to control his mind, and he is like the first year boy, so what can be suggested to him, like PDF or video and etc. Okay, if he is becoming having difficulty. So I have an article which I have uploaded already, Art of chanting, you know that, Prabhu? We have put in Bharat Maharaj, we have put it is. In Bharat Maharaj section in the live.radhishandas.com, you will get one on dealing with the mind. That's a very good article from as well as Manid Maharaj's book on art of chanting. It tells about the nature of the mind. He may be helpful. He may be helped about how to deal with the challenges of the mind. Himanshu Prabhu from Delhi is asking. You said that Lord Yamaraj said that don't bring a person in front of me even once he has bowed down to Lord Krishna. Then Prabhuji, in India, maximum people have bowed down to Lord Krishna. So we all will not go to Yamaraj. But at the same time, Prabhupada said that most of his disciples will go to Swarga. Then how did these devotees went to Swarga? As if they went to Swarga, then they must have been taken to Yamaraj. See, Prabhupada said that if you have material desires and you are maintaining it, then we go to Swarga to give shape to those desires, and then Kshine Punyam Artyolokam Vishanti, we come back. Therefore Prabhupada said, devotees join ISKCON, but they are still maintaining material desires of enjoying life, and they are not serious about spiritual life. Therefore he said that. As far as people bowing down in front of the deity, in India most people bow down before demigods, generally, different type of demigods. But he says that Krishnaya no namati, yachireye kadapi, tanane advam. He says, one has to bow down to the deity form of Krishna. Very few people will put their feet in Krishna's temple. It's very rare actually. He says, no, arto jignasu artarthi jnani. They are the people who come and sukritina, who bow down to Krishna's lotus feet. So those who have bowed, and then he says, one more thing he says, Jikvana bhakti bhagavad gunanama dheyam chetascha na smarati taccharanaravidam. He's saying, chetascha na smarati taccharanaravidam. They should have remembered the lotus feet of Krishna in their hearts, which means they should have taken shelter also. It is not only just bowing the head. Krishna no namati yachire kadapi. Bowing down to the Lord is one thing. Remembering the Lord's lotus feet in the heart means, like reading about Krishna in Gita Bhagavatam and hearing pastimes and then developing Shraddha, faith in those pastimes. Lord Krishna is very wonderful, like that type of feeling. And then with the mouth chanting the holy name, Jihvana Bhakti Bhagavad Guna Nama Dheyam. Lord's qualities and activities, they should have uttered with the tongue. Then all these things, when one is doing, then one is a proper devotee. And even if one is a pious person, he has not committed sinful activities, then he will not go to hell. He may go to Swarga and come back to earth. Yeah. Pradeep was asking from Kanpur, when we get used to things or people, we forget to behave nicely. How can we be conscious always? So for that we have to, every time, we can write gratitude letters. Like we have a notice board, where it's called glorification notice board, where we express our gratitude to devotees who have done some good service. So you can also write gratitude. That will help. One Pune dude is asking, how to control agitation due to anger in this scenario of pandemic? Yeah, probably people become angry because they are living within closed doors. Again and again you see the same people, and then differences in opinion come and we quarrel. So one of the ways to avoid anger is to keep silent, Maunavratam, and then study Prabhupada's books, hear the lectures, contemplate on that more, and talk less and hear more. That's one solution I can say during this period. Because if you can interact with others in a very pleasant mood, it is good. Otherwise, it's better to not interact at all. Just to focus on Shravanam and Kirtanam. Yeah. And Kuldeep Prabhu is asking from Bhopal. My question is that how can we remain humble and deal effectively as authority position or as in charge? How should we deal without doing offenses? So for this, correcting without hurting is one session in our email course, which you will get in the same place, www.royal.radhishamdas.com. In that you will get correcting without hurting, and or offering constructive corrections. And also we have one on dealing with juniors, equals and seniors. That also will help. Ankur Agarwal Prabhu is asking, my father is standing 2 rounds regularly. Wonderful. So should I show him lectures? Any device, Prabhu?
Question answered, so I'm not dividing. We'll continue and then 1 minute.